see. We are going live. All right, I'm gonna give everybody a few minutes to get on in. It looks dark in here. The weather is raining though. Shit. I moved my lotion. Okay, I am pretty sure I made this public, so I'm just gonna give everybody a second to come on in. Hello, welcome, my love. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to, hey, Ashley. How are you, my love? How are you doing? How's the weather here? It's raining here. It's overcast and I'm tired. Hey, Kim Warner, how are you? How are you? Inner Faith is in the house. Hey, Galaxy Goddess. Hey, Lancy. Hey, everyone. It's raining and cold. Yeah. It's not cold here, but it's definitely raining. And I am, I'm tired. And I can tell y'all, my list is almost done, by the way, okay? So once I get a few more things checked off on my list, I'm taking it down, okay? Hey, Taylor Love. I'm taking it down. I got to say, today's topic, we're talking about your emotions can cost you. I'm going to tell y'all a story. I'm going to tell you guys a story. This is a true story, and I am obviously going to change the name. I'm not going to give you a name. I'm not going to give you the name, but I am, hey, Aisha, how are you? I'm not going to give you names, but I am going to give you a story, a real story that unfolded over the weekend, okay, of someone that I know. And the reason why I'm giving this story is because I actually had interaction with this person yesterday, and it kind of feels like they still missed the lesson. Okay. So I'm going to talk about your emotions and how your emotions can cost you. Okay. So who else we got in here? We got Taylor Love. We got Lancy. Okay. So let's get into this. All right. So I got a phone call. Hey, Jay, how are you? I got a phone call. Let's just wait for a few more people to come in. So, Jay, how are you doing? Because I really want to drive this message in today, and I'm not going to be on here really long. So how are you doing, Jay? I got the two twins in the house. Have you guys been paying attention to your emotions? As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull some cards because this is real. All right. This is how real this is. I'm going to pull some cards. Really? Okay. I would like to know what that's about, Jay. Email me. Email me your number, Jay, so I can give you a call. Hey, Tanya. How are you, sweetie? All right, we're pulling some cards today to tap into your chakras, okay? We're talking today about how your emotions can cost you, and I'm going to give you a real story, okay? Because if you're not paying attention to your emotions right now, y'all, your emotions can cost you, okay? All right, so we got miracle energy popping up on the board. Now, miracle energy is solar plexus energy. Your solar plexus is right above your belly button, okay? So that's your gut area, all right? Now, let me just tell y'all something about this energy right here. This energy deals with your ego, and it deals with your will. This is where your self-confidence comes from. This is where discipline comes from. This is where self-mastery comes from, right? And I got to tell y'all, this energy right here is one that you need to master, okay? You need to master this, all right? Solar plexus energy could get your ass in trouble right around this time, all right? You also got crown chakra energy popping up. This energy is all pure divine connection, okay? We're talking about pineal gland activity, okay? We're talking about you knowing what to do and then choosing to do the opposite. That's what we're talking about with this energy, okay? Now, and the reason why I say that, if you take a look at this card, you see how she look all lost here, but then you got, you know, like that silence of ear coming in to whisper, okay? Now, it's not by coincidence. I feel like we've tapped into both of these energies, okay? You got solar plexus energy also that limits you. This tells you where your limits are. This tells you where your boundaries are, and sometimes your boundaries are not high enough. And sometimes your boundaries are too high, okay? But this is where this energy lies. This is where you can self-sabotage yourself, all right? This is how you can get out of self-sabotage and this energy right here, if you're paying attention, all right? Now, I got a phone call earlier this week from someone that I know. They needed my help to give them a lift, to go get something from the store. As I got in the car, we proceeded to have a conversation. They got into it with somebody that they know. They got into it with their boyfriend. Okay, let's just say they got into it with we're gonna say their boyfriend. They got into it with their boyfriend. Okay, and he did something that then emotionally triggered them to go down to their place, the boyfriend's place of employment, right? Got into an argument and then did some minor, damage to the car. Okay. The boyfriend proceeds to call the police. Okay. And this person then, because of a past incident, okay, and having to be already on probation from a past domestic incident with the same person, because the police was called, there was a warrant put out. Okay. Now, I tell this story because this person, I think, is a beautiful person, but I think also what I learned this week is a lot of people are not paying attention to how your emotion causes you to do things, and it can affect your whole life. Okay. Long story short, gentleman calls the police. Okay. And as the gentleman calls the police now, because of the past incident that they had together, she now could possibly be facing some jail time for just kicking this gentleman's car. Okay. So we're talking about being pulled away from your 2-year-old baby, your 4-year-old baby, your 10-year-old baby, right? We're talking about being pulled away from your 3 kids here, right? We're talking about being pulled away from your 3 kids because you allow your anger to take over, where you got up out of your house, right? You got out of your house, got in your car, drove down to this person's place of employment, got into an altercation, right? And kicked his car. Now, I want to say this. I am not taking away from anything that another person does to you. What I am saying here is, at what point do we as adults take responsibility for what we do to ourselves? Okay. Now, as I continue to talk with the young lady, she admits that she didn't have to jump in her car, and she wished she didn't jump in the car, and she wished she didn't allow her anger to overtake her, right? Because now we're looking about a year away from her baby. So we're looking at probably a year, let's say about a year to 15 months away from her babies, right? So we're looking at 15 months away from your kids, right? 15 months away from your kids, your 3 kids, because you allowed your emotions to get the best of you. Okay. Now, doing what I do, immediately I know that that wasn't going to happen. Like, I didn't feel like she was going to do time. Okay. So I had that conversation, went in the spirit, talked about that, didn't feel like she was going to do time. She had already talked to the probation officer, and the probation officer was like, there's a warrant out. So, but because there's been past incidents with this gentleman, let me see what I can do. Now, this young lady's doing what she can do, in real estate, classes, really trying to do better for her and her 3 kids. So she is really productively working on doing better for her and her children. Okay. Now, this is how you can be doing better for yourself and still allow your emotions to overtake you. Okay. So she's, doing the classes, even having a lineup of how she can, hey, Lynette, right? Has a lineup of how she can even potentially, when she gets the license, right, come into, what do you call them? The realtor, is set up. Okay, so there's a way for her to potentially get employment after she's finished this classes. Okay, so you start off this program, you're working your way through, you get into an altercation, you allow your emotions to take over you. The next day, the phone call comes in from the probation officer, and it is, as I said, I didn't feel jail time, so there's no jail time, right? However, right, you still have to deal with the what's that word? You still gotta deal with the shit that you done stirred up, right? Nobody gets away for free. That's just not how the universe works. Okay, so you are still going to have to deal with the energy that you put out, because there's cause and then there's effect. Okay, all right. So yes, thank you. Repercussions. Thank you, Tanya. Okay. So okay, no jail time, because the probation officers saw that she was actually working on getting her life together, and based on the past, back and forth with this gentleman and all of the things that was done to her, I'm going to give you a pass. I'm going to give you a second chance, but this is it. Okay. I'm telling you all of this so you can get where I'm going with this. Okay. So this was earlier in the week. So I spoke to her again yesterday, and she proceeds to tell me, now I want y'all to listen to this, okay? Throughout the process of why she would have even went down to the gentleman's place of employment at this point, okay? Throughout all of that, the gentleman had already now gotten back to her house, throughout all of this, now has her car keys, okay? Let me just interject that, because now he now has her car keys after, I'm not even going to get into how that happened. I didn't even really ask, but he now has the car keys. Which means now that she, hence is why I had to go pick her up, because she doesn't have her car. Okay, so after that incident, he somehow has her keys. So this is why I am going to pick her up. So because she doesn't have her keys, she has to contact locksmiths. They come out, but instead of them being able to fix the car, they damage the car. Okay, they damage the car. In the process of fixing the car, they damage the car. Right now, it's going to cost her some money to get the car fixed. And I'm going back and forth with this young lady, and she's upset that she has to pay. Right? She's upset that she has to pay anything, right? Because they should have fixed the car. Now, she's not taking into totality what led her up to why she has to pay. She's not even taken into totality of being grateful, right? That she now has an opportunity to check her emotions and check herself. No, right? No, because you know what she proceeds to tell me? This is how your fucking emotions and feeling can get you in trouble. She proceeds to tell me, well, the dealership says I have to pay $1,000, okay, to get this fixed. But I know somebody, one of my girlfriends, exes, is a mechanic, and he is going to charge me $300 to fix it. But I'm going to try to get him to charge me $150, right? Because he likes me. Y'all see how her emotions just done carried her from one situation to the next. She's not taking responsibility for anything that she's done, but she's creating another cause for another effect. I gotta be honest with you, I spazzed out. I think I talked to that young lady like she was my child yesterday. I don't think I've never gave she's creating problems. Yes. I don't think I never gave a grown person so much fucks yesterday. Gotta be honest with y'all. This is why this is not gonna be long today. As an adult, you gotta learn to take responsible for the fucking shit that you create in your life. You are the fucking cause of everything that unfolds in your life, right? You are the cause. Whether it's via your thinking, and I'm not talking about children that can't fend for themselves. I'm talking about grown ass people that can make better decisions, right? If you man your feelings. I'm not perfect. I'll be the first one to tell y'all that I fucked up my marriage in the beginning just by the way I used to speak to my husband. I used to belittle my husband by the way I spoke to him. I used to speak to him like he was a child. No man want to be demasculated, right? No man want to be taught down to, right? So these are facets and parts of myself that I had to own. Understand what I'm saying? So I can blame him for cheating because none of that shit had to do with me. That's his shit, right? But I have to own my part in the destruction of the marriage. This is how this shit works. You want to know why I have to own that? So I don't get married again and then do the same shit and then wonder why I can't have a healthy relationship because I don't know how to fucking talk to a man. Now, I had to apologize after because I really gave her some fucks. Are you fucking crazy? Are you not seeing that you the one creating fucking mess in your life right now? Like, what the fuck is you doing? So let me just tell you what you fitting to create right now. One, you fitting to create a call from the girlfriend. Okay, so now you got drama with the fucking friend. Okay, so you fitting to create that. Okay, then you fitting to create some drama over here because you think this man is going to give you a discount and not want no pussy. Is that what you thinking? Is that what you thinking? Not at your age. Not at your age. Even if you're not planning on giving him no pussy, you still creating drama, right? You just got out of a situation, honey. You're still creating drama. There is going to be a cause, an effect to that cause. I said, so instead of you seeing, okay, I did some fucked up shit over the weekend and it's going to cost me $300, your ass is still sitting here thinking about how you can get over. I said, how about you deal with your shit? You are the cause to all of this shit. You know, I'm taking these executive coaching classes, and I got the class 5 minutes late this week. Okay. It wasn't purposeful. You know, I was handling some family stuff. It wasn't on purpose. But when I got into class, because you were expected to act a certain way to create the life that you want, right? There's universal laws that you have in place, which means that there's system and order to everything, right? Everything, there's a system and a code and an order to everything, right? So one of the things that I'm looking for is accountability right now, right? Hey, Jean, how are you, my love? One of the things that I have to hold myself accountability for right now, I tell you guys this all the time, like my procrastination will creep through perfection. It got to be perfect or else I can't release it or else I can't do this, right? This is why I don't edit my videos. This is why I don't edit the videos, right? This is why I just run my videos too. And then the most I will do is cut the video so I can split it for Patreon and YouTube. But I don't do, if you go back to maybe my beginning videos, you'll see like an intro and an outro and like the YouTube. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore because I'm true to myself. I understand not everybody gonna like me. I understand this is not for everybody. I understand I'm not here for everybody. Right? I get that. But I gotta like me. I gotta be here for me, which means I gotta be honest with myself. So if I know that I mastered procrastination, I gotta watch and make sure that it's not coming back in a different way. Right? You gotta take responsibility and ownership for yourself. What are you creating? What are you creating with your thoughts? Yeah, Jasmine said creating another clusterfuck. Exactly. How are you taking responsibility in your life for the things that you put out and the things that you receive in your life? You want to know why you feel judged all of the time by other people? Are you judgmental towards other people? Are you judgmental? Right? Why are you always dealing with jealousy? Is jealousy something that you haven't dealt with within yourself? I'll tell y'all something. At 21 years old, all right, this is how you can be a fucking narcissist and shit. And be self-centered and self-ego and shit and don't even know that you self-centered and shit. Let me tell y'all something, okay? I knew I had a gift, right? Maybe in my mid-20s, but prior to that, I didn't know that I had a gift. I just thought that I gave great advice, and my shit was on point. So if you're going to come ask me for my advice, you better do what the hell I tell you to do because I'm the advice queen. This is what I do, right? So I would take it very personal. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? I would take it really personal when people would come ask me for advice and then do what So then when you circle back and you want to complain about what you didn't do, I would tell you plain out, well, I told you what to do. Very, very ego based, right? This is like what? 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. I started studying maybe about 20, 24, 25. Definitely when I started going through my Saturn return, I hit that study, y'all. That was a dark night of the soul, right? So I had to recognize with myself in my 20s, was working in corporate America, and there was this young lady, and she would wear wigs, and sometimes the wigs would be a little knotted, and sometimes she would wear the stockings, and the stockings didn't really match, her skin tone, and how out, her clothing may have been a little too big. And so we were friends, and she invited me to her apartment because I like to decorate, so I was going to go help her decorate, but I thought that not only can I help her decorate, like I could help her revamp her style, right? Right? I thought that I could walk in this lady's house, y'all, and tell this lady how to dress. Not, fuck what you told me to come here for. Like, I'm gonna tell you how to dress because your stockings don't match your skin. Right? I'm what, 22, 23? So I began to tell this lady, well, you could do this and you could do that. You know what she told me? She stopped me. She stopped me. And I swear to y'all, I took this away and I use this till this day. She stopped me and she said, I've learned not to compare myself with any other woman. I can only be me. And I love the way I look. I like the way I dress. I don't have a problem with me. Which made me question, well, why do I got a problem with you? Maybe I got a problem with me. Maybe I need to change the way I dress. Let's just say she put me in my place. But what that also did was take me to another level within my growth, right? Why am I not okay with me? And why did I feel like I needed to fix her? Was there something about myself that I feel like I needed to fix? Right? So I began to see that I had lots of insecurities about myself. And one of the things that I would do is feel intimidated when I saw other women walk in the room who I felt was either more beautiful than I was, or, maybe who I felt was smarter than I was, So I had to find ways to conquer these things. One, I knew that I'm a very smart and intelligent woman. So when I felt a woman was smarter than I was, instead of shrinking back and not engaging in a conversation, I engaged. Hey girl, how you doing? I love your shoes. If I saw a woman that walked in the room that was dressed beautifully and I felt some type of way because I wasn't, I would compliment her, not sit back and watch and talk and have these conversations in my head. I started to compliment people. I started to engage and to be myself with people, right? I started to love me. But first I had to own my shit. I had to own my shit. If you don't own your shit, you continue to create relationships and you can continue to create situations that keeps giving you the fucking outcome, right? That you say you don't want, but you're not doing anything differently to change it. Right? You feel stepped on, why are you allowing it? You feel abused, why are you allowing it? You don't feel love, why are you not loving yourself? You don't feel accepted, why are you not accepting yourself? You don't feel like people forgive you, people just talk about all of the past shit that you do. Why have you not forgiven yourself and moved past the past shit that you've done? Let me tell y'all something. Everybody got a past. Everybody has a past. Everybody has done some shit. Everybody has fucked some shit up. Everybody may have said something they shouldn't have said, right? Everybody may have hurt someone purposely or indirectly. I keep telling y'all, it's in your imperfections that you're perfect. So if you're trying to walk around here and be a better person, I'm telling you right now, you fucked. You don't have to try to be a better person. One thing you got to do is be who the fuck you are. And in order for you to really be who you are, you got to be honest with yourself. Stop creating havoc. Be grateful. Own your shit. See the shit that you do. Why are you trying to take advantage of people emotionally, mentally, financially, physically? See, and this is a thing that women do, right? Not all women, but this is a thing some women do, right? There's nothing, Kelly Kells would say, well, she matches the damsel in distress, right? And that works for some people. I'm gonna tell you right now, the damsel that's in distress in this season that can't see past her cause or the shit that she creates in her life, you're going to always be fucking crying. You're going to always be wondering why your life is not the way you want it. You're going to always be wondering why this is happening. You're going to always be wondering why you keep seeing and dating and marrying the same people. You know why? Because you're the common denominator. That's why. You are the common denominator to everything that is unfolding in your life. Right? I got to be honest with y'all. I am tired. I have had a very busy work schedule. I had lots of clients this week. I've had meetings. I've had live. I am tired. Okay. When I get off this live, I'm going to take me a shower. And I am going to eat something. I am going to study and I am going to bed because I got class and stuff tomorrow. So I'm tired. I did not want to get on here today. Right. Not every day that you feel like doing things. Right. But some days you got to push past how you feel, right? Some days you got to push past how you feel. And that's what you're going to have to do in this season. If you are not pushing past how you feel and telling your feelings how to feel in certain situations in this season, you are going to have a problem. If you're not owning the chaos and the dysfunction in your life that you are constantly creating, you're having a problem. Because especially if you have children, because then you're showing your children that this is the way that you handle situations, right? So the message here is really simple. Are you in control of your emotions or are your emotions in control of you? That's the question I got for y'all today. Like, are you in control of your emotions or your emotions in control of you? This young lady could have went away for a year to 15 months from her babies, right? Because she got mad. That's that fuck for fight energy that some people have in relationships too, right? If you are not yelling at me, calling me a bitch, then you don't love me. If we're not having some argument and some drama, then you don't love me, right? Then you want to know why you have the same repeated shit with all your baby daddies. This is not about judgment. This is just really about people waking up to see that you got to own your shit. And like I said, this message is not for everybody. Everybody got shit they got to own. It's not for everybody. I'm at this point now in my spiritual walk and even in what I know I'm here to do. And I've been saying this for years. For you to find me and for you to even be a part of my community means that you are willing to do your work. Bottom line. You can't be a part of my community if you're not trying to do your work. I am not, I read cards and, and I could clickbait y'all. I can say, he's with her. And then I can do all of that. Hey, Nye, how are you? I can do all of that, right? But that's not beneficial to anybody. Especially what's going on in this time, that's not beneficial to anybody. Are you controlling your emotions or are your emotions controlling you? That's the question. 15 months because you decided to get into a car, right? Forget about what they did to you. You decided to get into a car, go to someone's place of employment, and damage their property because you was mad. I'm not going to give the reason why she was mad, and not to say it wasn't valid. I'm not going to give the reason why she was mad, and it was a valid reason. But there's a time and a place for everything, and if you don't know that, then your emotions are going to dictate for you where that time is, where that place is, even if it's not the right time or place. Okay? Instead of going around laying and planting a whole bunch of bombs and explosives in your lives, how about you plant some fucking flowers or something? If you don't like flowers, shit, plant some apples, plant something beautiful. Open.
Are you recording?
I'm live, sweetie.
Can I use the upstairs bathroom?
Yeah, babe. All right. Plant something beautiful in your life. Stop planting things of havoc. That's going to wreak havoc. right? Especially if you, okay, this is the thing, and this is what people need to wake up to. If you know who you're dealing with, why are you letting somebody control you emotionally? If you know you were dealing with somebody that is a fucking asshole, that's going to say some disrespectful shit, that's going to do some dumb shit, right? Why you don't see that shit coming? If this is what they represent in every argument that you've had in the past 7 years, and this is the shit that they do, why are you fucking still allowing them to trigger you? That means that you have not worked on your trigger. People, and this is the holidays. This is the holidays, which means that you gon', you know, like whether you traveling or not, like, you know, this matrix is set up so some people can feel like they're not worth enough, or they, you know, worthy enough of love from their kids because they can't buy and they can't do, and they, you know, like this shit is unfolding in many different ways. So are you in control of your emotions, or are your emotions in control of you? Right? Please, y'all. You know, 15 months she could have been away from her babies just because she got mad and decided to jump in the car, go down. Okay? Yeah, you gotta do better with our feelings, y'all. Gotta do better with our feelings, right? Gotta do better with your feelings. I'm telling y'all, I've had to master some things and tell my feelings some ways to feel. Right? Accountability. Take accountability. All right, y'all got anything to say about that story? Just take accountability, y'all. Your emotions, if you allow your emotions to govern and dictate how you move daily, shit. If I let me tell y'all something. If I let my feelings tell me how to feel, half the videos I post, y'all won't see daily vibrations. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all won't be seeing as much daily vibrations as y'all see if I let my feelings tell me how to feel. Okay, half the lives I do, no, you know, yeah, I would not. Okay. So be mindful. Sometimes you got to push past how you feel. Sometimes you got to put your feelings in check because you know the type of person that you're dealing with. Sometimes you got to put your feelings in check because you got yourself into that situation. And now you're just going to have to eat that shit and take responsibility for what you've done. Right? Not try to create another fucking loop to get you out of that loop, which is creating it's not worth it. Not worth it at all, y'all. Yep. It is an ongoing. Yep, Tanya, you got that. You got that so right. It's an ongoing process. And I know you know that because we're Scorpio, so we're constantly dying and transforming. Constantly. Let me tell you, on Thanksgiving, this Thanksgiving for me, I want to say difficult. This Thanksgiving for me, I felt, you know how you go through a process of maybe starting something new, whether it's a new job, moving into a new home, you know, whatever it is new, and it's just new, like you've never done any, it's just brand new area. That's how it felt for me last week. Like I just stepped into a world of new, and it was like, okay, I guess I gotta unpack and get, you know, like I might as well relax, you know. I literally just felt that newness, but it was the feeling of newness, like the person at the job that doesn't know anybody yet, right? The person in the neighborhood that doesn't know anybody yet, the person that just moved and is not familiar with the area yet. So it was a sense of aloneness, right? It was a sense of being alone but not being lonely, if that makes sense. Okay. Hey, SSM, how are you, my love? That's how it felt, right? We've stepped into new energy, right? Galaxy Goddess said, if you don't take accountability for your emotions and your actions, you will constantly be in a loop of playing, the blame game. Yep. And feeling frustrated because you haven't gotten what you wanted, right? Feeling underappreciated, feeling underloved, right? Feeling all of these things that, why not create Why not create? Why take away? You are connected to everything that you project outwardly. Whether it's a hidden thought that you have not owned, okay? Whether it's a hidden feeling that you have not embraced or that you keep running from, right? A lot of people keep running from themselves. A lot of people keep running from themselves. Some people know that you are straight up bitch. You know that. Some people know that you are straight up bitch. Some people know that they're straight up just too kind and people just take advantage of them. They're just too much of a nice guy or a nice person, right? Some people know that, right? You know that. So if you know that and you know that you need to make some changes in your life, right? Why are you not doing it? Hey, light within darkness, how are you? You love the yes. Yeah. Yeah. Tanya, I love the newness feeling too. However, this one felt like there's a lot of there is a lot of things unfolding in my life right now that I don't fully, I know in my spirit, all, you know, like in my spirit it's all mapped out, right? But in the natural, things does not look the way that it looks in the spirit at the moment yet. So it's still being projected outwardly. So for me, it's kind of like the newness without quite and then this is a Scorpio thing, Tanya, so you could probably get this because the newness, but wanting to be in control of how it all unfolds, but don't quite have all of the details yet, right? So I want the details, or basically I want to tell the universe how to deliver it, you know, right, without just placing my order. So it was a little bit of that, placing the order and then still wanting to know how, you know, how you're going to deliver it. So, and then feeling the best way I can put it is like moving into an empty apartment by yourself for the first time, maybe away from everybody, having all of your boxes there to unpack and then just looking around like, wow. Yeah. 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 It's, you know, yes. So, yeah, you know, however, I want to say it, I won't even say it feels this time around, Tanya, what I've noticed this time around is it doesn't feel unsettling. It doesn't feel unsettling. It feels more like I feel more impatience. You know, that's what it feels like. It feels more like an impatient because yeah. It's an impatience to see how it's all going to unfold. So I don't feel, I can't explain. And that's okay, because sometimes as you're going through things, you can't really articulate it, you know. I feel an immense sense of wholeness and peace though. Like I'm not worried. That's the interesting thing, Tanya. I don't feel worried. I just feel like it's new, starting over, you know. Yeah. Okay. Tanya, I'm gonna give you a perfect. I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to explain how I'm feeling right now. Say like it's just like maybe transitioning from a job, right? Like leaving a job or getting laid off and not quite knowing, you know, but you're enjoying the time because you're gonna get your unemployment for a little while, so you're okay with that, so you chill, but you don't quite know, like, especially if you're used to doing something all of the time. So I feel, yeah, there's a lot of changes going on, and having to make those changes, like I just explained to you guys, paying attention to my emotions, calling myself out, holding myself accountable, you know, forgiving myself, loving myself, accepting myself. I'm changing constantly every day. This is why I tell people, listen, don't look for me to be your fucking guru. I am a spiritual being in a human body, okay, right? Having experiences just like you are, right? I am not a monk in Tibet that practices meditation all day, every day. Okay. So please, I'm not nobody's guru. I'm working through my own salvation and my own shit, just like everybody else. Everybody comes through here with trauma. Hey, Latasha, how are you, sweetie? Right? Everybody comes through here with trauma. The goal is for you to master that shit, so you don't allow that trauma to dictate how you run your life. Okay, so be mindful about that. All right. Be very, very mindful about that, guys. Let's just see something here. Yeah, that's gonna be important as you transition through this energy. Anybody have any questions for me? Tanya said that's what you're going through right now. We have to talk. Okay. All right, my love. Really? Okay, yeah. So definitely let's talk. Definitely let's talk. And there's some other things too, Tanya. There's some other things popping off for you too. Natasha said tapping in, you good? Okay. Natasha, I just spent maybe 40 minutes doing story time about something that transpired this week, which is requiring everybody to really master their emotions. Okay. Let me just tell you guys something right now. Okay. There's major, really the word that is popping up in my head, puppeteering. There is major puppeteering going on right now with people's emotions. So you want to really be mindful of your triggers and watch them. Okay. And Latasha, I gave a very detailed story. Like you really want to go through that. Okay. Oh, thank you, Deep Within Deep. She said, deep within deep. Deep calling unto deep is saying, hey, teacher, you're so on point with your message today, seriously, and a sense of urgency needed to truly understand yourself. Yes, sabotaging your own life, unforgiveness, and being judgmental. I'm telling y'all, watch that judgment shit. Watch the judgment shit. I'm not playing. You see, right now, anybody that's judging other people and you're not looking at how you move, you're going to have a problem, sweetie. Okay. You're going to have a problem. Okay. You're going to have a problem. All right. So be mindful of how you're moving through this energy. Okay. I got some new stuff that I'm studying. My brain was starting to hurt last night. I'm telling y'all right now. Bottom line is that we are so much bigger than we are. We are so much bigger than we are taught we are. We have a lot more power than we think we do. We create from the inside. Okay. We create from the inside. Okay. All right. So on that note, my loves, I am going to run because I got to grab this call. Okay. I asked if anybody have questions. Y'all didn't ask any questions. Okay. Like I said, I'm tired. Okay. So I'm gonna see y'all next week. Okay. Play the playback. This is a very good live. Please, if you came in late, go back to the beginning and watch the playback. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You have to master your emotions, okay? I'm going to see y'all here again next week. Make sure that you sign up on Instagram for your inner voice on Instagram, Facebook for your inner voice as well. The podcast is back. You can find me in all of the streaming podcasts at For Your Inner Voice Spiritual Chef. I'm going to be live next week with Nye, okay, on Instagram. That's why you want to hop on over to Instagram. I'm going to be back here on Friday. We're going to be doing the cards next Friday. I'm doing live with Kim Warner, okay, on Wednesday. Live with Nye on Tuesday, and then live with Kelly Kells on Thursday. Okay. All right, love. I'm gonna see y'all next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. And I'm gonna see if you're joining me for class tomorrow. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow too. Okay. Bye, loves.